NewsNation's newest star, Katie Pavlich. Her show, Katie Pavlich Tonight, premieres Monday, January 19th. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on NewsNation.
Looking forward to
have you. Yeah, this is awesome.
Great to see you again.
That was the proper lead up because you joined us on Saturday after the Venezuelan thing.
Yes, it's been a week of lots of news.
Give you a welcome.
Indeed.
I was shocked but not surprised, I guess, by Kimmel's statement. You?
Shocked, not surprised. It's also inaccurate. He says this woman was unarmed while she was driving a very heavy vehicle, which could have been used, as you pointed out, to very seriously injure or kill the ICE agent. And I hate to think if the agent was killed, that these people would also be celebrating this. And if you take a step back and look at the way that we got here, it came way before yesterday and before even the last year. I mean, last year, the assaults on these ICE officers are up 1,300%. Assaults with a vehicle are up 3,200% on our ICE agents. And there's been an 8,000% increase in death threats. The previous administration let in millions of unvetted people. Many of them are just like that sexual offender that this ICE agent tried to take off the street previously. If they didn't do that, you wouldn't have as many ICE agents needing to go into these communities to get them out. The other problem here is that in these sanctuary jurisdictions, like Minnesota, Minneapolis, California, we saw this in LA, the local officials are not cooperating with ICE when there's a retainer on these very violent criminals. So these transfers of these criminals is not taking place in jails. They're taking place on the streets, which makes it dangerous for everyone, the ICE agent, the illegal alien, and of course for the general public. That could have been prevented. And so it's the lead up to yesterday where we have this horrific, awful situation, which the leftist activist class is now using to continue to go after this, to try to get ICE to stop taking these criminals off the streets.
Two quick questions. One quickly, Republicans, are they being thoughtful enough to do what you just did and acknowledge how terrible the situation in the shooting is?
The entire thing is terrible and awful, and I think
but are Republicans using the moment to have that grace note?
I think Republicans are very frustrated, and the American people, with the moment that we saw yesterday because it's so preventable. With the fact that these activists have told their people to go out and to impede federal investigations and law enforcement. And then when something happens, a woman is killed as a result of heeding that call. And now they're using her as a martyr to continue to call for the impeding of these investigations.
I want to get you back to Kimmel, though, because it's, as you point out, not only are they being told to do it, but they're being lionized by the left when they do. Kimmel went down this path once before with Charlie Kirk's death. Same thing, was untruthful about it and used it as a punchline. Why is there still an audience for that? Who is he trying to get at?
Well, clearly there were a lot of people who laughed at that supposed joke. There is an audience for it. And you mentioned the reaction from Republicans, maybe from Vice President J.D. Vance. They're acknowledging now that this is not just trying to have a candid or a calm conversation about this. You had Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, yesterday or the day before, saying he's at war with the federal government. They have tried to have these conversations, and they keep calling for it.
Emboldened by having gotten away, for lack of a better term? A couple of days ago, he said it was like watching his own funeral when he was canceled for a couple of days. I don't know if you remember that. Do you think he feels like he got away with it and now he can double down?
Of course, and he also has the luxury of being in a bit of an ivory tower where he can say all of these things, and then when actually serious consequences occur on the ground, he can wash his hands of it and walk away like he had nothing to do with it.
He says it was just a joke, right? That's the idea. One of the many things you will be covering on Katie Pavlich Tonight, which is in less than 2 weeks, January 19th, 10 p.m. Eastern, every night right after On Balance. Every Friday, Katie's show will do a segment called, is it Red or RED Friday?
Red Friday. So,
Red Friday, okay.
But red stands for, I wear red on Fridays because red stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. So on the show, we're going to be soliciting videos from our servicemen and women overseas who are deployed. We want to hear from them, what their names are, where they work, what they're doing. We want to feature them on the show every Friday for Red Friday because they do things all over the world to keep us safe so that we can sit here in Washington, D.C. and do our show and live our lives as free and safe Americans. So we want to make sure that we honor those patriots.
And watch football on Sundays.
And watch football, yes.
There we go.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Katie. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.